everyone, and welcome back to Humble Heart Horsemanship. My name is Sabrina. This is my horse Gunner here, who is happily munching away. And in today's video, I'm sharing with you guys how to turn an old tire into a hay feeder for your horse. So when I was in college, I worked at a hunter jumper barn, and I worked as a groom there. And it was really fun because it was a very high-end barn. So I got to see all of the different horse supplies and overall equipment that they would buy to care for the horses there. And one piece of equipment that I thought was very interesting yet crazily expensive was a slow hay feeder. So a lot of these owners would buy these really large rectangular hay feeders, and they would be made out of either plastic or sometimes wood, and they would have some type of like mesh material on the top. And basically the benefits of using a slow hay feeder for your horse, there's so many. The first is that it forces your horse to eat slower. It helps them to digest the food better, and it also can prevent choke in your horse. So slow feeders are really good. But the main thing I had a problem with was how expensive they were. They would run anywhere from like $300 to $400, and it just felt kind of ridiculous to think that people would spend that much money on something that seemed so simple to make. So I decided to come up with my own idea for a hay feeder that is very affordable for anyone, and pretty much anyone could use a tire and turn it into a hay feeder. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. The first reason why I picked a tire is because they're relatively easy to get. You know, you can find free tires off of like Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, even go to a tire store and ask for their old tires out back. So finding a tire is pretty easy. And I also really like using the tire as a feeder because it's very heavy duty. It's difficult for the horses to move it around that much, but earlier today I found this tire like all the way down there in their dry lot, and I was like, wow, someone had fun playing with the tire last night. But for most horses, they are pretty sturdy, and they're hard for the horses to move around, so they're gonna stay in place. I also like that the tires are made out of rubber, so there is really no risk that your horse could injure themselves on it because it's rubber, which is really great. There's so many different tires out there. So let's say if you have like a pony or a miniature horse, you could always stick with a like motorcycle tire and use that since it's a little bit smaller of a feeder, or you could just use a regular size tire like this one is. This is actually a little bit wider than a regular size tire, but I thought that was perfect because since it's a little bit wider, it's deeper. So when I put the hay in here, there's not really any issue with the hay like flying out or being pulled out by the horse. If you wanted to, you also could like spruce up this hay feeder, aka this tire, and you could like drill a few holes in it, put a hay net in it, and then take like a carabiner or zip ties or something and secure the hay net to the sides of the tire. You could do that, but I just decided to leave this tire as it is, and so far it seems to be working really well. Hi. Hello. You're just breathing on me. For those of you who live in a place where it gets very windy like it does here in Wyoming, having some type of like feeder or trough to put your horse's hay in is very... Hey! That was not nice. It's very necessary to have some type of trough or hay feeder to put your horse's hay in, because if not, it literally just blows away and then you're just like, there goes my money. On the first week when we moved here, it was a day where it was not windy at all, and I was feeding the horses in the morning and I put out a few flakes, and as I walked away, a big gust of wind came and all the hay just went flying into the field, which was awful. So you definitely need some type of trough or feeder to feed your horse in, especially if you live in a really windy place like I do. Also, having a hay feeder that is on the ground like this is really good because horses are naturally supposed to eat with their heads down, you know, just like when they're grazing. So, you know, they're not supposed to be eating out of the hay net or a hay rack that is situated like high up on a wall. That is not very good for them, and also could increase the risk of choke too. So it's nice that the tire is obviously on the ground because it's allowing the horse to eat naturally like they should. And then if you were to put some type of like bottom on this tire, like something on the inside, like a piece of wood, that could prevent your horse from eating off of the ground, because I know that sand colic can happen if your horse eats off the ground. In here, I just have the tire and the horses are eating off the ground. Hi Gunner, you're so sweet. Because the ground in here is so packed down, there's really no sand anymore. So I don't have to worry about them, getting sand colic from eating in here. But anyways, I hope you guys like this idea. If you use tires to feed your horse, or if you would like to try this idea, make sure to let me know in the comment box down below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure that you scroll down, hit that thumbs up button, and also subscribe for more videos like this. And Gunner here, Mr. I'm so hangry, I gotta eat every single piece of hay that dropped behind Mom. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! So one problem you may come across when it comes to feeding with these tires is that your horse's entire face may disappear into the hay. I'm like, Gunner, are you in there? Hello? Hello, sir? Are you in there? I think he's in there. Gunner! And it does not look very comfortable. There's the boy.